All right, what up, Who That Nation? This is No Cap, No Filter Saints. I'm your host, Marley G. And, man, we standing on business still. 2-0 as a head coach, man. We out there handling business right now. We beat the Falcons. We beat the Browns. This was the Jameis Winston, Derek Carr Bowl. Jameis damn near threw for 400 yards on us. Kirk Cousins had threw for 300. Then we got Matthew Stafford coming into town after just getting back to 500. They got the running back Williams. They got Cooper Kupp. They got Puka Nacua. Man, they gonna cut up. They gonna get nasty on our defense, boy. Alante Taylor is in for a hell of a game, boy. What y'all like? Alante Taylor better outside, or y'all like him better at the slot? I think he played good in the slot when he close to the line of scrimmage and be able to get his hands on the ball. You know that. I think I like him in the slot better. He like a boomer bust player, kind of like a CD Deuce. You know, he's boomer bust. The secondary, Jameis Winston was just having his way out there. Ugo Amadi, he had a pretty decent game last week. This week, not so much. I don't know, man. We do pretty bad when it comes to zone. Like, we would just get eaten alive when it came to the zone. Jameis Winston was just eating us up every time he scrambled out the pocket, catching guys open. Man, bro. No joke, the tight end, he caught a lot of receptions on us. He ain't go for over 100, I don't believe. I don't think Nick Chubb went over 100. But, they pretty much, was moving the ball upfield. They just couldn't get in the red zone much. And when they did get in the red zone, they didn't capitalize. They missed like maybe 3 field goals. They missed like 2 in a row, I believe, which is crazy because the Saints, we don't never get lucky like that. Like, we don't never just have breaks like that go in our favor. But for a field goal kicker to miss 2 in a row, that was crazy right there. I mean, I'm talking about you miss, you got the flag, and you go and kick another field goal and you miss again. I don't know, man. Must be that Rizzler voodoo or something. I don't know. The special teams been doing good. We see almost we had that punt return, but the guy stepped out of bounds. He was like an inch out of bounds or something like that. So, yeah, man. Rizzler, he bringing the noise right now, bro. He coming to practice with sledgehammers and hard hat saying, yeah, man, y'all get y'all hard hat ready because we got this bye week coming. We got to cook. And I say, let them cook. I know Dennis Allen was probably at home watching from the couch. Ain't no hooteroo for the team who just fired you or the guy that you hate with Jameis Winston. Boy, I know he was just confused as hell. It looked like that damn meme where they got the red button and the blue button and the eyes just go 2 different separate ways. But, man, it feels so good. Dennis Allen not the head coach no more, bro. Like, I know a lot of people was upset that we won today because now we just got to win out. It ain't no in-between no more. We just got to win out because all that top 5 pick, top 3 pick, that's out the window. I know a lot of people is upset right now. They want to go for the tank to get the quarterback for the future and Shadur or maybe Cam Ward. But me, I wouldn't mind getting the quarterback from Alabama like in the second or the third if he fall. I'm still not moving off of Rattler. I feel like the game Carr played today, Rattler could have did that same shit. Carr, he made some plays to Scantling, just picking up a ton of yards after the catch. He made some plays downfield with some bombs. But other than that, it was the Taysom Hill day. Taysom Hill said, move to the side. I got this. And that's another thing about Clint Kubiak that kind of scared me. It's like, if we do move forward with this guy, he like a fish out of water when it's no McCoy or Taysom Hill. That's the only thing that really scared me. Because Rizzi, like I say, man, he's a special teams coach. So he's not going to be calling offense or defense. I do believe like he's a leader of men. And I do believe he can manage a game. But that's the only thing when you get a head coach that don't call offense or defense, you don't get that ability to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Because now we got to go find us a defensive coordinator. We got to go find us an offensive coordinator. Because Rizzi might not want Clint Kubiak. He might want somebody else, but I doubt he just go get somebody else. But I definitely think we do need a new defensive coordinator. Like Joe Woods, I'm just not really sold on him. Other than that, man, shoot. If Mike Vrabel, I think he's going to get a head coaching job. But if he don't get a head coaching job and we just looking for a defensive coordinator, I don't mind getting Mike Vrabel, boy. Mike Vrabel on this team as the defensive coordinator, boy, I would love that. I would love that. If Robert Saleh don't get a head coaching job, I would like Robert Saleh to come coach the defense, be the defensive coordinator. What else, man? Shit. In the division, we won 4 games now. So we're gonna see what the Falcons gonna do with the Broncos. I think the Broncos gonna win that game. The Buccaneers gonna walk the Falcons down if the Falcons don't get right. Because the Falcons, if you go look at their schedule, they got a pretty tough schedule. The Buccaneers got a pretty easy schedule. The Buccaneers gonna walk the Falcons down, I'm telling you. Shoot, and if Rizzi keep on being a wrestler right now, we mess around and walk him down. You know, the tank is over. At this point, for the people who out there who want to lose, it's crazy because I wanted to lose to get Dennis Allen fired. Now that he's fired, I don't mind seeing us win and let the players be happy. You know, because I look at it like, shoot, we either win and we can figure out what we got in these young guys, you know, or we lose in better draft position. It's a win-win situation for me. I'm not just being all mad if we win these games and messing up our draft stock, because I look at it like this. It don't really matter where we drafted at. It matters who's doing the drafting. We need to get this scout team up out of here. Jeff Ireland, Dennis Lawshire, we need to get rid of Mickey Loomis. We need to just let them get either fired or just maintain different roles. Other than that, as long as we get us an impact player that was productive in college, that was known, and it's not a developmental guy, not a raw guy, we should be fine. The Lions ain't take Jahmyr Gibbs into the 12th pick, so you can find good talent outside the top 10. You can find it. It's usually right there. We just be passing up on it. You know, as long as we can get these guys up out of here, we should be fine. We don't just need a quarterback. We got so many holes right now, we can't go wrong. As long as we just do best player available. Me personally, I want a wide receiver, or I want a defensive lineman. You know, maybe like a defensive tackle that could just play the run and pass good. You know, that could just be a nuisance to offenses. Like I wouldn't mind that. You know, like I want a good the defensive tackle from the Kansas City Chiefs, Jones. I want that type of guy. I want that type of guy like a Aaron Donald. And we could probably find that outside the top 10. Because most of the time, these teams are going to get these edges, you know, or these cornerbacks, you know. So, and even if it's not a defensive tackle, I wouldn't mind a edge rusher. I don't believe we need to go get re-sign Chase Young. We could just let Carl Granderson be on his contract and just put somebody opposite of him, because I think we do need to rush the passer more. Like I say, Kirk Cousins threw for 300. Jameis Winston threw for 400. We can't allow this. I'm interested to see what Matthew Stafford gonna do, and we got a bye week to prepare for that. So we really about to see what Darren Rizzi made of. Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay, they 5-5 right now at 500. They coming to the dome. We really about to see what we got in Matthew Stafford. In Darren Rizzi. Just like I said, the Lions go see what they got in Dan Campbell once Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson gone. You know, Alvin Kamara, he had a pretty solid day, but today was pretty much the Taysom Hill day. I don't like that pass that he threw. He forced it into triple coverage. I don't like that pass that he did. Like, he never had a good deep ball to me. Like, when you do plays with Taysom Hill, you got to do like intermediate passes, like crossing routes across the middle or things like that. You know, like, don't let him throw deeper. He never really had an arm to me, which is crazy because he got guns and you would think he could just launch it up out there, but he never had an arm. And even if he do launch it, it's not going to be accurate. But I just think that was one of them plays that he made where he was just doing so much, returning kicks, running the ball, passing the ball, and he just feeling himself. Everything going good, and he just feeling himself. And when you feeling yourself, you just feel like, oh, well, this could work too. Let me just go ahead on and chuck it. You know, I think he messed up right there. The fumble that he had, it was just good play by the defense. You know, they was swarmed around him, you know, and they just got that ball up out of there. You know, this was the Taysom Hill and Denzel Ward game. You know, Denzel Ward was all around the field on the defense, and Taysom Hill was all around the field on our offense, man. Yeah, man, this is the Derek Carr, Jameis Winston Bowl. I expected a lot of ups and downs from this game. Um, sure, we came out slow in the second half. They almost, started getting ready to take the lead, but we didn't allow that. Maybe if we still had Dennis Allen, it would have happened. Who knows? But shoot, then I feel like Rizzi is doing a pretty good job at head coach right now. I think he's been a good leader of men. He's interviewed for many head coaching jobs before, but he never got that chance. And I think he's auditioning very well right now. Like, if we don't hire him as the head coach, I wouldn't mind him going and get another job somewhere and succeeding, even though we would lose our special teams coordinator, And it's crazy, boy, because they've been missing kicks lately up in the dome, boy. I think it's been like 6 or 7 kicks missed within these last 2 games. But yeah, man, shouts out to Darren Rizzi getting his second win. We got a bye week coming up. Like I say, man, let the chips fall where they may when it comes to the draft position, man. We might mess around and catch the Falcons. Who knows? This division is still kind of up for grabs. It's a lot of football left. Who knows what can happen? Other than that, man, Derek Carr, for all you Derek Carr haters, man, he's not going to be here long. He's on borrowed time. Trust me. Like, if we don't get a quarterback this draft, we still going to get a quarterback next draft, or we just going to see what's going to happen. Like I say, I think Nick Underhill had reported that they thought he was going to be traded by the trade deadline. They just ain't get the right offer, I'm guessing. But if the right offer came along, I think Nick Underhill said, they were thinking he was possibly going to get traded. But you got to remember, he still got that trade clause, too. So trading Lattimore, this is the beginning, bro. This is the beginning. Like, it's about to be a rebuild. All that retool and all that. Nah, this is about to be a rebuild. Make no mistake about it. And I think that's the right direction to go, man. Let's just go out here and hit on these draft picks. And that's another reason I want Darren Rizzi, because it's not going to be a good destination for these good old top tier head coaches anyway. So while we fixing a cap, while we getting our roster right, while we moving on these contracts, while we figuring out who's going to be our, cornerstone pieces moving forward, let Darren Rizzi just stay the head coach next year, especially if he, do very well down the stretch right here. We got some very hard games coming up. We got the Rams. That's going to be tough. Then we got the Giants. That should be a win. We got the Commanders. Then we got the Packers. All this after a bye week. If he go 2-2 these games, shoot, I think he solidified himself as the next head coach. Because these are some good teams that we about to face. If he go 2-2, that's what? That's 4 out of 6 that we won. That's all I'm saying, man. You went 4-6 you went 4-2 out of your 6 first games. That's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. Mind you, the whole time Dennis Allen been here, we never won more than 3 games in a row. We never been able to stack wins. And they always talking about developing coaches. Let's develop Darren Rizzi as the first-time head coach. They trying to develop a coach that been coaching for 6 years and lost all these damn games. And Dennis Allen. And we trying to develop coaches. Let's develop Darren Rizzi until this destination be good for the next head coach. And he could be a bridge head coach. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But what if we hit? What if we hit? The Lions weren't in all that much a good position when they got Dan Campbell. They started drafting well. They hit on defensive coordinator. They hit on offensive coordinator. They got Goff, which just good enough quarterback. He's not a quarterback that you're going to win because of, but he's a quarterback you can win with. And that's all we need. Like I say, man, shoot, we make some trades and get off these players and get these draft picks. I wouldn't mind getting that Alabama quarterback in the second round. Give some competition to Hayner and Spence Rattler. Let the best man win. This is for the franchise. Shoot, that'll be a damn good little competition, wouldn't it be? Looking at the preseason, you got Jalen Milroe, you got Spence Rattler, you got Jake Hayner, all competing for the QB1. Let's just say we traded Carr, because they said, man, they think he's going to be gone by March. Like that report, seem to be real. Like that report that was been going out, they said Derek Carr might be looking for his third team come March. You know, and I wouldn't mind that. You know, because if we going on a rebuild and Derek Carr is like 34, let him go help some other team that just a quarterback away. I don't think Derek Carr is a Super Bowl type of quarterback, but if you got the right coach and you got a good defense, a good run game, a good old line, if everything else around him going good, you could make some noise. If he just dumb down to a game manager, you can make some noise. Like, I think Jared Goff is better than Derek Carr, but, if Derek Carr was on the Lions team these last 2 seasons, I think the Lions will probably be, around the same production, So all I'm saying is, man, if we could get something for him and get something for these other guys and try to hit on these draft picks, man, let's just get this rebuild started. The division ain't all that good anyway. Atlanta still got a lot of things to figure out. The Bucs still got some things to figure out. The Panthers got everything to figure out. The Bucs gonna lose their offensive coordinator. They're gonna have to figure out another offensive coordinator to come up in there and make Baker look, like how he's been playing. The Falcons, they still got a whole lot of stuff to work on defense. Kirk Cousins, this might be his last year, or next year might be his last year. Then after that, all their future is depending on Penix. So, this division ain't got a lot of certainty with it. Let's go ahead on and rebuild right now. But see, that's their thing. Since the division ain't got a lot of certainty with it, they feel like, well, this is the perfect time to just go ahead on and win a division, get a playoff game, and just, go all in with these veterans that we got. That's their plan. Or that's their idea. Do you agree with it? You ain't got to agree with it or not, but that's how they think. But me personally, I'd rather get ahead of the curve. The good thing about it is our offensive line, ain't as bad as believed to be. Like, that's the good thing. Like, we ain't just got to go out there and just go get an offensive lineman like that. Like, we got Fuaga, Trevor Penning, he's been playing okay. We got our cornerstone center with Eric McCoy. Hopefully he can stay healthy. If anything, we probably just need a guard, to be honest. And we don't need a guard in the first round. We could get that in the second round. That's the good thing about a guard. You could get a quality guard in the second round. Maybe even third. Quality guard. But if we do got a chance to get that guard, if we do got a chance to get that tackle from LSU, you damn sure go get that tackle from LSU. You put him on that damn line. And Trevor Penning just gonna have to get in where he fit in or something. But I think we do need a wide receiver. We do need a tight end. Taysom Hill, but we gonna miss Taysom Hill when he retires, ain't we? Especially Clint Kubiak, because he can't operate without him. But man, Taysom Hill, if you just look at Taysom Hill and you just look at Alvin Kamara, even if they do start diminishing by the season, like next season, they still got so much juice. Well, I think they still can be productive. Like, they ain't just lost that much of a step to me. I'm one of them guys, like, I don't really care about your age. As long as you're productive, I'm rolling with you. But we 2-0, man. We got a bye week. We got the Rams next, man. I just wanted to make this quick video, share my thoughts, man. This is going to be an interesting season, man. The Saints, they always do it to us, bro. Like, you try to step away and get detached, and they suck you right back in. You get sucked in and you get all the way invested, they pull your heart from out your chest. Like, that's classic Saints fandom right there, bro. But I think the ending of the season is going to be interesting. We got the head coach that's interim right now winning these games. We got the draft position in stock. We got playoff chances in stock if the Falcons could just drop a couple of games. The thing about the division is the Bucs, they lost to the Falcons twice. So they got the tiebreak over them. But we beat the Falcons. So we split with the Falcons. Now, we just got to win out. We just got to basically win out. We can't lose that many more games. Let's put it like that. But, I'll probably go live tonight, get y'all thoughts. We're going to talk about more in depth of what happened in this game. Other than that, man. Y'all be safe out there, and who that?